All right, Chuckie Hessong is joining us again this morning in Studio K, as we like to call it. This is our kitchen here. We've got another fun recipe from the K-State Extension Service. This one, actually, you were telling me your son made.
He did. He made it. Yeah. In fact, it was just yesterday for the 4-H fair, 4-H foods show at the fair. So
awesome.
In Crawford County, they kick off a whole week early with the foods, which is nice for parents who are hectically trying to put together all those dishes with them. So
okay,
and he got a purple. So that was
purple. Okay, yeah. So I'm super excited now. Now this is called a jalapeno popper grilled corn salad.
It is, and it was declared one of the best dishes that Trenton had tried. So he liked it a lot.
Nice.
Basically, what he did, he cooked our corn for us on the grill yesterday, and I put it in the refrigerator. So this one's cold. This is one of those things that can really be eaten cold or hot. And we have. I did it with 4 ears. I did it the first time. The original recipe called for 8 ears. It's just a lot of it. So essentially, if I can get all that cut off, so you pull the husk back of it and then pull the silks out, put the husk back on and grill it.
Right.
And grill it for, I don't know, I think 15, 20 minutes or so. I think it's what it took. So then you want a little bit of char on there, and you come back and you cut the corn off of the cob. And this is a messy job. This is when you hope you have little dogs in the house that come clean up your messes. And then you gotta sweep. You gotta sweep after that, of course. But I always, my little dog loves runs in there when you are cooking.
Right. So about how many of these do we need?
This is 2 ears, and so we're gonna kind of start with that so we can get going on to our jalapenos.
Smells good already, though.
Yeah, and that little bit of char on there makes it really nice. So you can put the bacon in there. That's supposed to be about I lost 1 cup of cooked bacon, and then the jalapenos. This is kind of whatever you like. If you're not a jalapeno person, and I thought it might be nice after we made this. I thought it might be nice to grill the jalapenos while you were at it.
Oh yeah.
My nice one. I wanted to stab through that jalapeno.
Do you like to take the seeds out?
You like spice, don't you?
I do.
We'll leave it in then. Well, it's the spice is the heat kind of comes from the seeds. So if you don't like spice, you can always pull those out. So chop it up relatively small. Nobody wants a giant bite of jalapeno, and we'll kind of eyeball that and get that in there. And the recipe calls for 2, so whatever makes you happy on that. 1 ounce of cream cheese, which is not very much, but it's enough to make it creamy it up, and then a little bit of sour cream. Will you throw the sour cream in there for me so we can get on there? Yep, absolutely. The sour cream should be about 1/4 of a cup. So if you were doing 8 ears of corn, you would do a little more cream cheese. This is kind of one of those cooking things, not one of the baking things. So there's no.
A little more?
That's plenty, I'd say.
Okay.
And we'll get the other corn in there too for you to actually eat that one. And then it calls for a little bit of grated cheddar cheese as well. Throw that in there, and then I have one here for you to try that'll be tastier.
I was going to say, I'm going to be working on this for a while.
You want to get that stirred in there. The cream cheese and all that stuff needs to be stirred in there really well.
Oh, this looks tasty. Oh, and it's heated.
Yeah, I heated that one up a little bit for you in a cute little dish. So
I've got a lot of sour cream on my fork.
Stir it around a little bit.
That's okay.
Yeah, and speaking of the fair, we talked about, I mentioned that a little bit earlier. We start on the actual fair. You can come visit us at the fairgrounds starting next Wednesday. So the shows will start next Wednesday out there.
What are some of the big highlights this year that you can think of off the top of your head?
It's the 100th anniversary of the Crawford County Fair, so that's really exciting. Labette County Fair is already going, and the Montgomery County Fair, of course, as well. But all the local counties are having their fairs this time of year. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for the kids. They have worked really, really hard on their projects all year. I mean, I know my kids work really hard. Trenton out there as a steer. It's a lot of work and a lot of commitment. And it's really neat to see the kids come together. We had almost 70 kids participate yesterday in the food, so it's really a lot of fun. I can see.
Well, and of course, is this part of the one that he made?
Yeah, it is. I had him save you a little bit so you could actually taste his.
Definitely deserves the purple.
Well, I'll pass along.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, well, you can find this recipe on our website later this morning at KOAMTV.com. In a couple weeks, we'll be back with another recipe.
Yeah, I think we're going to do something with zucchini. It's definitely zucchini season and corn season. So
sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, thanks again for coming in. We'll be right back.